for a sleep study, you have to ask yourself the question, well, what is the question that you want answered by doing a sleep study? And sleep studies will not tell you why a child is not sleeping. Well, while a child will not tell you why our child is not falling asleep at bedtime. It cannot. But if a child is waking up in the night and you're concerned maybe that there is something going on, like the child is having breathing issues or obstructive apnea, or whether the child may be having seizures, or something else is what we call fragmenting the sleep, then a sleep study can help. Sleep studies generally can tell us about what's going on in your brain in terms of your sleep stages, your brain waves. So if you're having seizures, and they can tell you about breathing, and they can tell you if you're having unusual movements of your arms or legs, which may in turn be waking you up. That's essentially what sleep studies do. They are not a magic diagnostic tool. Often have parents who are, absolutely exhausted and exasperated, and they don't know what to do. And they say, well, hey, can we do a sleep study? And the question is, well, what question you want answered? In terms of if a child is going for a sleep study and, they have sensory needs, or they're used to, needing parental support to fall asleep, most pediatric facilities will accommodate that. We certainly do. If a child is used to co-sleeping or needing parental support in order to fall asleep, we do accommodate that. And I think you need to. The idea about a child, whether they're neurotypical or neurodiverse, the idea about going for a sleep study is to simulate as close as possible what it's like for them at home. Now, when it comes to all the sensors on the face, you just need techs that are very good. You need sleep technicians that are just really good and understand that. And we are very fortunate to have technicians that work with children. They understand about sensory defensive behaviors, and will just work at the child's pace. Sometimes they have to wait until the child falls asleep to put on some sensors. Sometimes it requires a little bit of elbow restraint initially until the child falls asleep. But for the most part, it is possible. And also relying a lot on parental support, where the parents are helping. Sometimes we model where our sleep technicians will put the sensors on a parent so the child can see that it's not harmful. And we'll do what we call a hookup, where they put the sensors on. They'll do a hookup on a parent as well as on the child at the same time.